what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, so I think that's the point.
Living in bubble, it's living only with us.
That we only see from the hotel to the ice rink.
I thought it's more boring, but actually I kind of enjoy it. Makes us feel good and athlete again.
Non sappiamo bene ancora come comportarci.
Is the safest way for us.
And keep the whole bubble safe.
So I like it. That's amazing. Living in a bubble means being consistent with the rules, like taking care of each other, taking care of myself, being protective from everything that's happening in the world. So it's really good to be in a bubble because that makes us skate again, which makes us feel good and athlete again. So that's amazing.
First things we discussed about, and it started already in May 2020 with a special working group, ISU working group, with several members participating of the ISU different levels. And we had some very deep discussions, and first to define the specific guidelines as a minimum guidelines and procedure that needed to be in place to have a safe bubble. And then, of course, we were in contact with the organizing committee to see how we could implement it. And that was basically an ongoing work throughout the whole summer and the fall, and being ready to organize the first event.
It's different. It's things we never tried. We had 1 day and a half of quarantine here, so we had the food in our rooms, and we were isolated. And then we were able to go downstairs and get the food and bring it up in our rooms. And we are always eating in our rooms and everything. And we only see from the hotel to the ice rink, and the bus is only for us. So it's different compared to before, because we don't meet with other teams and other athletes, except sometimes here at the ice rink. So it's weird, but it is what it is at the end. We can't do much about it.
Living in bubble, it's living only with us. It's a little bit different because we don't go outside, we don't go with each other. So it's a little bit different, but if it's necessary to compete, it's good.
Le sensazioni sono molto particolari, si ha quasi paura di avvicinarsi agli atleti di altre nazioni. Non sappiamo bene ancora come comportarci, visto che è la prima volta che ci troviamo in questa situazione.
Well, the first major requests or procedures that were put in place were to have a PCR testing before arriving actually to the final destination, so the host country and the host city, to make sure that everybody would have a negative test available. We did also a specific health questionnaire that needed to be filled in 5 days prior to arrival to the hotel and then to the venue. As soon as the athletes arrived at the hotel, another PCR test was performed, and all the athletes or officials or whoever being part of the bubble had to stay in the room for a whole night until the PCR test was available. After that, they were allowed to get the accreditation and then officially enter the venue for training sessions and competition. Also throughout the whole week of the championships or the ISU event, we had another test on Thursday to make sure that all the persons in attendance would be negative and able to compete throughout the weekend and have and keep the whole bubble safe.
I thought it's more boring, but actually I kind of enjoy it. We have a lot of calmness and relaxing moments. It's okay. The food is nice. Yeah, I can handle it very well, and you have a lot of time to think about yourself and to work on your mental game, and it's not that hectic all the time, so I like it.
Phone, Netflix, we play cards, old style, old school. We play some cards amongst us, we play, you know, something together. I study casually.
Being in the bubble is the safest way for us to, take part in this competition during these crazy times. Yes, it's different and maybe even a little uncomfortable, and we are used to going outside when we travel, but we are very happy and lucky to be racing. So I think all the athletes from Hungary are making sure to follow all the rules.
Well, I think for the athlete it was quite challenging because it's just a completely different situation. Staying in a room, not being allowed to go outside for a walk, just having the transfer between the hotel, the ice rink, back and forth, and no other possibilities to join with other persons and have a normal life. It's definitely something challenging. But I also think that all the athletes and teams, they just wanted to skate and have some competitions available to perform, so that they basically accepted all those restrictions and different situations and getting out of their normal habits, what they used to be and they used to have in a normal season.
First, I'm really excited to race again.
I'm super happy that I'm able to skate and to able to race.
I felt really happy to be back.
It took quite some weeks and months.
If you are a professional athlete, it's not a big deal.
We got off and went downstairs and got driven by these Porsches.
So we are just happy to be back on the ice racing.
I miss this feeling for so much.
We saw some really nice races.
Come on, bring it on.
Большое спасибо ISU.